Everyone, and welcome to a Destiny 2 video to do with the recent updates coming to PvE and PvP later, right? So this is going to be my thoughts on the nerfs and the buffs and this left and what they're doing, right? This isn't like let's go over it, but not like an informative one like you get every Thursday, so I can't be asked to do that, and other people do it, so yeah. So we'll start with the big boy nerf. Here's the Nagi. Right, so no more long guns outlaw, right? Has no distractions. I say that's better for PvP, not as good for PvE. And the reload speed, like reload stat, and the mods you put on your armor and all that, barricades, luminefaction rifts, all that, no longer affect its honed edge shots. So when you cram your bullets in, that's going to be the same speed no matter what. So like, you're seeing how fast I'm like honed edging in this. That is because I have like 2 enhanced sniper reserves on from the artifact. And if I'm behind a barricade, it's even faster. That's a no more. That's no. So like, why General 4 on this is like, so it's alright, I'm not that mad about it. I like my friend. I'm being honest, I've always liked Whisper more than Izanagi, so I'm happy that Whisper is rising up in the thing, while Izanagi's going down. I've always liked Whisper more. So I'm happy about that change, because I get to use Whisper. And Whisper's always had very comparable DPS, it's just that it took more skill to use, because you had to get rapid headshots to keep the DPS up, because as soon as you reloaded, you fucked up your DPS number. Or with Izanagi, you're always reloading, so it doesn't really matter. And now its DPS is going down because of like stuff. Errol's video like has all the numbers and crap. Then we get to the sniper rifle changes now. I don't really use snipers that much. I've been forced to use them because like Izanagi, when I've done like Garden, I've obviously used Izanagi. I've obviously done all that, right? Like, yeah, so like, this is, yeah, but oh well. So, damage to major enemies and above, so that's going to count ultras and bosses and vehicles, have been reduced to pre-shadow keep levels of 20, like, so we've gone down 20%. Wait, in all fairness, should have done down by 10%, but like Bungie, if you don't want us to use sniper rifles all the time, right, because how safe they are, why don't you know, reduce stomp mechanics and buff shotgun damage, fusion damage? Just this adaptive snipers, so this will be like your beloveds, your soul survivors, all that, right? The damage multiplier has been reduced from 3.25, so this is headshot multiplier, it's been reduced from 3.25 to 2.95. So this will mean that not every super in PvP will die to a headshot. That's like an easy way to explain it. So like your beloved will not one-shot every super. So like, this is supers I know it won't one-shot. Spectral Blades when invis. I would guess that if they have a decent resilience stat. Burning Mauls. Look, anything which is the high tier of like super resilience, you probably won't be able to do if they have like probably mid-tier resilience. Which for the Titan is probably a possibility. Rapid fire snipers now. This is the nerf I wanted to see to snipers. Rapid fire snipers double bodying is gone. So they've lowered their impact from 100 to 90. So that's in turn going to make them have to 3-shot body like they did before. This is also going to lower their PvE damage, but like I never really saw people using rapid fire snipes in PvE. I would see the adaptives and occasionally the aggressive frames, but I'd never see the rapid fire frames. So like, overall these changes, I feel like they should have done 10% on the damage nerf instead of the full 20. If they're still good, then go for full 20. The adaptive sniper precision, it's like, I feel like they've done that more for PvP, because like, they want to probably like make it so all snipers have their place, right? So like you got the rapid fire snipers out for the skilled shots, so like get rapid headshots at max RPM, that sort of stuff, right? No like double bodying someone and walking away. The adapters are now like the mid-tier sniper, where you can use them to take out some supers but not all of them, and the aggressive snipers are for the people who just want to shut down supers and have a cracking aim as well. Just so like, yeah, to get rid of them because how annoying supers can be. Then again, right, Izanagi can one-shot body shot him anyways at the current moment in time, so yeah. And I don't know if these changes will affect exotic snipers, so they do. All snipers are going to go down in DPS. If they don't, well, it's good for PvE. Grenade launchers, right. Now, this here is something I like. I'm quite interested in this change, right? And interested why Bungie thought, you know what, let's make a slow firing archetype do the exact same as a high fire rate archetype. So, the aggressive flame grenade launchers have been king for ages. Ever since, like, I think they buffed them, like, near the Revelry? I think that's when it happened. Right? Ever since that, like, update came, right, aggressive flame grenade launchers, spike grenades have been king, like Swarm of the Raven, as of recent Love and Death, right? So, like, you'd always use these. I had a Love and Death, not a complete god roll, but I had spike grenades full court. So, like, when I was doing, like, be doing raids, like, I'd obviously, like, get an effect from that. So, like, how far away, like, the dubstep vexes from, like, where you do damage. So, like, I wasn't getting full benefits from full court, but I was getting quite a lot of benefit from it. So I was doing really high damage. As soon as my Izanagi was out, switched to my grenade launcher. So they're making them all rapid fire flame grenade launchers and reducing their damage to 80% of what they're doing now. So this is an example. Don't take this literally, right? So they do, I think they do like 20,000 damage or 22,000 damage. If we just times that by, like, on our calculators by 0.8, we'll find out what we're doing. That'll be 17,600. Not exact number. Don't take that literally, please. Airwall probably has the exact numbers they do. Use him, please. But they've also had their reserves bumped up from, like, leave without field prep or reserves. It's like 16. Just like my Love and Death would always have 16, and it would annoy me because I hate having 16. Can I have just 15 or 20, please? I got OCD. They mainly done this as nerf to aggressive flame grenade launchers by making them rapid fire, lowering their damage but wasting their magazine, is because they done the same damage as the adaptive, which is like your player the games, your doomsdays, right? They done the same damage as them and they shot slower. Personally, I like the precision flame grenade launchers, so Bungie, please make one of them, like, you know, random rolls. I'll be happy. Be the Iron Banner one. I know they're not good, but they just feel nice to shoot for me. I like the slow fire and stuff. Gives me time to, like, aim and all that. Then, like, they've lowered the damage to mages, bosses, vehicles, ultras by 10%. Now I feel like these nerfs were needed, but then again, I don't think we're going to stop using grenade launchers. I think everyone's just going to, right, farm a doomsday with full court spike grenades. That's probably what's going to become now. That's what I think it's going to become anyway. Right, now we're getting into the PvP changes. I know we're still, like, seeing strike gameplay, but oh well. It's PvP after this bit. Lord of Wolves now. I hate this gun. Right? I hate getting killed by it. I may play on console, but, like, people where I play control recoil like monsters, right? So it's annoying. Not as good as, like, someone on PC can, but it's really annoying. Release the rules now significantly reduces the weapon's accuracy while active. Now, I'm hoping, like, by this significantly reduces, right, it's like, not like when you would shoot hard light before they, like, changed it, where it give you a seizure, but I hope it's really hard to fucking control, like, really hard. where it's like all over the place. If it's not all over the place, I'm like, well then, okay, you do you. But if this thing still melts people, I'm gonna be annoyed, especially if it melts me. Right, on to last word now. My friends know I hate last word for its body shot TTK. I've seen the patch notes, so I'm just putting my like ideas on them and all that. So fanfire now adjusts the precision scalar or hip firing. So this is pretty much like doing what it done in year D1. Probably nerfed it in it. So in D1, if you would fire from the hip, you would do extra damage, right? You could 2-tap originally. And that was, being honest, I rarely would see last words used that much. Like, as they are used in D2, where you would be aggressive with them. And that's probably due to the fact of, like, D1 is console exclusive and PC players, like, because I like watching a lot of YouTube videos, right, obviously. How the fuck did I kill him again? Yeah. So, like, PC players, like, you see them controlling that fucking monster. They literally laser beam people, ADS or not. So, like, yeah. You can do it on console, but it's not as hard. It's harder on console, right? It's now doing 68 point. I'm just gonna keep it rounded up, right? 68 to headshot while hip fired, and 52 while ADS, right? So it's got a ADS. You're gonna have to shoot him 4 times, so you're gonna have the same like thingy as a 150, like I'm using, not forgotten. But if you're hip firing, you're gonna have its TTK now when you get the 3 headshots. And when you hip fire, and not, let's say this, right? If you're gonna go for body shots, expect a very long TTK of 5 to 6 shots. ADS it no longer gives range, so like, you know when your ADS it normally improves your range? No more. The stability for mouse and keyboard input doesn't affect me, but I can see how it affects like other people on PC. The range has been knocked off, but I'm just saying this, like, it went from like 2 range in D1 to like 48. And they've improved the experience adjusted while you're hip firing. So, okay, shotguns. You know, I use shotguns. I'm using one in this gameplay. I love my shotguns. So they've made it so if you're using, like an example, a dust rock, right? You'll always aim for the chest, pretty much. You won't get drawn to the head. Then the cone angle is now adjusted on per sub-archetype basis. Okay, so this means, right, each shotgun's going to have different, like, spreads, right? We're not going to have, like, Bungie make them set spreads. So, like, I feel like this is a good change. So, like, you can balance them easier. So, like, a dust rock will have probably a tighter spread than a Mindbenders, for example. And ADS no longer adjusts effective range for the weapon archetype now. So I've got full choke on this dust rock, right? It's why I can map people with it. 9 meters max, right? Because of slide shot and all that. I'm hoping, like, full choke obviously will still affect the range, right? It tightens the spread. That's why I'm going to keep ADS in still. My gameplay's not going to change much because it's slide, ADS, bang. So I'm going to be fine now. This was the what I wanted to see. Fusion rifles. Bungie, I may hate fusion rifles, but you've butchered them. I'm happy, and I'm sort of like, well, shotguns are back. Like, the shotguns are going to be king again. So, same thing for shotguns, like the acquisitions now always on body instead of head. Damage fall off now. Erentils, right, will never be able to kill you at 100 meters in theory, right? So, like, they would always do, like, 7 bolts, right? They'd always do, like, something, right? Now they, because that's 75% of the damage, right? Now it's doing 50% of it. They will never do that to you anymore. They can never. Fuck, I missed that. Like, when I was recording that, I was like, fuck. So, like, that's a good change. Like, I hate getting mapped by them. They had to land all 7 bolts, grinded very hard on console, but it was annoying when it happened. Now, scopes. I'm being honest, fuck your scopes. You bastards who use the scopes are the reason why stuff happens. So the scopes no longer affects the range. So if you want that, you need rangefinder. I think. No, don't, because like the boost from rangefinder might not affect anymore. Don't know. Don't even get rangefinder fusions in the first place. Now, charge time. Oh, I'll just skip the whole other thing. Backup plan. Now, backup plan is now being Now, when you use backup plan on a fusion, say Air Until, right, you are going to do the damage and the charge rate of a Zealot's Reward, or like insert other like rapid fire fusion here, and that change is spicy. Because backup plan was originally an exotic perk called Plan C, and it was nuts. Now, into D2, it's a legendary perk, and it's been annoying me ever since fusion rifles became a thing to use, like mainstream, pretty much when special weapons became a thing. And now, charge time is now set to match rapid fire sub-archetypes. Active, what, 0.85% one active, so I'm happy with that. I'm happy that they've butchered backup plan because it's a legendary perk, not an exotic. If they bring back Plan C, make it as fast as they fucking want. It's an exotic. Now, auto rifles. Auto rifles have been buffed, and I'm known for my auto rifle, like, me love my auto rifles. So, position frame autos, so this is your origin stories, horror stories, your Brave Tech werewolves. That archetype of autos now do more headshot damage by 2. So they do 25 now, they will be doing 27 when Season of Worthy is a thing. If that's the name, they keep calling it Adapted. Adaptive autos also getting a buff from 22 on headshot and 13.75 on body shot to 15 body shot, 25 headshot. That's a good change. Hard light, this might be your time to shine in 5 fucking years. Now, rapid fire frames, still not my 900 RPM autos. Have been buffed as well. So they do currently 12 on body, 18 per head. It about pops up as 19 because it's rounded up. Now they'll be doing 13 to body and 20 to head. I feel like that is good change. Maybe we'll get an auto rifle meta. Doubt it. But hard light, you've got some work to do, my friend. Because with these changes, right, your TTK is now 0.70. That is faster than Not Forgotten Spare Rations. Granted, Not Forgotten Spare Rations, like, thing is like you peek and you shoot and all that. Fuck bows. But like, that is like what's happened. So these changes overall, I'm happy with. Fusion rifles butchered, shotguns being reeled in. I wanted their range reeled in, and they reeled in their range. I'm happy. I just realised now, like, post-recording, like doing the editing, like doing the voiceover, because it's like pre-recorded. I just realised there's an AFK player right there. Fuck. Anyhow. So these changes, I'm happy with. I do hope Bungie works more. We ain't seen everything yet. And I'm hoping there are changes to, like, Stompies, which I doubt. Some Twilight Garrison, please bring it, Bungie, please, 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 please. I want to get out of jail free card. Handheld Supernova Controverse, please nerf that as well. One-Eyed Mask. The tracking, that's all my complaint is. They changed the wrong thing, that's my standpoint. Anyhow. I hope you enjoyed this. Bungie, Real Hunters in, please. Hope you enjoyed this one. See you in the next one. Bye for now.
Another battle won. On to the next fight.